Hi there, it's Patty, and I have another card to make. This is sending love and hugs to you. This is to send to someone who's going through a rough time. And I'm using the ribbon of courage and the support ribbon framelits that go with it. This is a really great set. You can use the ribbons for many different things. I know that, the pink, of course, is for breast cancer, and they have many colors for many other things. And I just love the floral and then the sentiments. With faith, all things are possible. Live every moment, laugh every day, love it all, love with all your heart. Sending love and hugs to you and courage. I just think it's a really great set. My upline's upline, Patty Bennett, is the one who created this when she made her $1 million sales. So it's pretty cool. And let's get started. I'm using Fresh Fig and Powder Pink as my color palette here. And it's the same color throughout, you'll see. What I did was I used the card base. I have that already cut out. It's a half of a piece of cardstock. So it's 5.5 and then scored at 4.25. And then I have a layer of Fresh Fig, which is 4 by 5.25, and then Whisper White, which is 3.75 by 5. And then I have this strip of the Floral Designer Series paper. It's double-sided, and it has all the in colors, and that's 1 inch by 5 to fit across here. And then I cut out 3 of the hearts, one in the Fresh Fig, one in the Powder Pink, using this. And I will do the stamping and cut out with the Big Shot these layers. That's what we're going to do right now. So let's get that started. I have a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and I have my stamp mounted already. So I'm going to do this in Fresh Fig. I just find it on my desk here. And we'll just ink this up. And I like to stamp first. You could cut this out with your Big Shot and then stamp it. I like to kind of line it up, and it's no, it doesn't matter which way you do it. So what I'm using are the layering squares, the stitch shapes, and there's laying squares that are kind of straight, and then one that have this scalloped look. So the first thing I'm going to do is the stitch square, and it's this second smallest, and then I will do the others after I run this through. So let me get my Big Shot here, and we'll just line this up and try to get it kind of straight and even around, and we'll just run this through. I'm going to try to go slow so I don't have too much of the camera shaking. And that you only really have to run through once. So I have this one, and you'll see that it cuts it out, but it also does this embossed stitching around it, which is pretty nice. So we'll put that aside, and then we're going to layer the we'll do the pink in this. I don't know which one it is. There's you just kind of have to pick it out and see which one works best. And let me get the pink. So we'll layer this with the Powder Pink. We'll run this through the Big Shot, and then we'll do the Fresh Fig for the last one, and that's in the scalloped look. So let's get this one out. Oops. That didn't quite cut through. Let me just cut it with my scissors. I'm surprised. Usually these cut right through. Okay, so now we have these 2 pieces, and then the last piece will be the Fresh Fig. So let me get this square put back in. So the next one is this layering square. Now I did try it with a smaller one, and it just gave me just barely kind of peeked out around the edges, and I wanted a fatter layer, so I went up one. So kind of trial and error. Let me get my fresh fig. And we'll run that one through as well. So we'll get this one and run it through. I like this color combo. When I first saw fresh fig, I loved it, and then I wasn't crazy about it, and now I love it again. Kind of like get used to it, and sometimes you see what other people made with something, and kind of makes you like it. So let's get rid of the Big Shot, and then all we have to really do is put everything together. So again, this is the card, and this is all my makings of the next card. And we have our layers. So let's start with just layering this up. So I'm just going to use snail for this and just put it, try to center it, and then we'll go right on top of the fresh fig with the scalloped edges. Same thing, just try to center it. I mean, isn't this pretty? The powder pink and the fresh fig. And then we will put this down. I was back and forth with whether I wanted to do ribbon, and I thought this added a little bit of a nice touch. So we'll just put this down kind of toward the middle. And then we can just put this right down on top of it. And give it a little bit of a border on the side. And before I put the hearts down, I'm going to, because I have them popped up, I'm going to add these layers just so it's not so bumpy when I put my adhesive down. So we'll layer this up. See how quick this comes together? And then we'll put this on the card base. And I can put a piece of Whisper White card stock on the inside, or I can just write directly on this pink since it's so light. I'll make that decision later on. And then what I did was I popped up these 3 hearts with the mini dimensionals. And that was pretty easy to do. And I started with the center one. So let me just get all the dimensionals down and then place them. And the last one. So I like to start with my center just to get my placement figured out. And I was going to have one high and, you know, the one in the middle high and then the other 2 lower. I mean, you could do something like this or straight across. I kind of like it straight across though, 3 in a row here. And before I really press it down, I'm just going to make sure I have them in order, about the same space between them. So that looks good. And then the last thing I did was I put this little bow on. These are the felt bows. And what are they called? The In Color Bitty Bow Embellishments. And they come in all the In Colors. And I guess I've been using a lot of fresh fig. This is my last one. I have another pack though. I like these. They're felt. They're mounted with some adhesive on the back, so you don't have to worry about it. Just put it on and there's the card. Very easy to do. I think it's really sweet, and I hope you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up if you did, and leave me a comment if you have any questions or you want to let me know anything. Okay, thanks and have a good day. Bye.